Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today I wanted to show you the fast way of converting metric. And this is the reason why I like metric so much better than I like customary. Because if I know this method, if we were all to use metric, it would be super easy for me to do all of my converting. We could learn it in just one day instead of an entire week. For converting metric, all I have to do is I have to remember a sentence. That's King Henry declares ugly dudes can't marry. And that's our sentence that helps us to remember the prefixes. So the prefixes are kilo, hecta, deca, our unit, then deci, centi, milli. If I know this, I can solve any problem in metric. Any converting problem can be solved just by writing out these letters. Let me show you how. If I said that I have 10 centimeters, and I want to change those 10 centimeters into millimeters. You'll notice they both have the M for meters, and then in front they have another letter. This other letter is what we're going to use to figure out where we're going. We have centimeters, and we're changing to millimeters. So I'm going to go up to my letters, I'm going to put my finger on centimeters, and I'm going to move it to millimeters. It took one jump to the right. So I'm going to find the decimal that's down here. I know if I don't see one, it's always hiding at the end. And I'm going to move it one jump to the right. Well, if I move it one jump to the right, that looks like this. "100. 10 centimeters is 100 millimeters. It's as easy as that. Let's look at another example. Again, the first thing that I'll do is I'll write out my sentence. That's King Henry declares ugly dudes can't marry. This ugly, the U, is our unit. So anytime we see something that's all by itself, like a L or a G or an M that's all by itself that doesn't have a partner, that's because it's ugly. It's all by itself. It's our unit. It's an unhappy way of remembering it, but it helps us to figure out what's going on. Let's see an example. Let's say that I have 540 liters, and I want to change those. I want to say, how many hectoliters is that? Well, this liters, the L, is a letter that's all by itself. It's all by itself because this doesn't have a partner. It's ugly. So it starts right here. Then I want to move to hectoliters. I see the H. So I want to move from my ugly letter to my hecta letter. In order to get there, I have to move 2 times to the left. So I'm going to find my decimal, which I know is hiding at the end, and I'm going to move it 2 times to the left. 540 liters is the same thing as 5.40 hectoliters. It's as easy as that. I'm going to write one up here now, and I want you to try it. First thing that you should do is you should write your King Henry letters. King Henry declares ugly dudes can't marry. King Henry declares ugly dudes can't marry. Again, that stands for kilo, hecta, deca, our units, deci, centi, and milli. Remember, our units is where we'll find those L's and those G's and those M's. Be careful that you don't mess up and think that the M, just one M, is millimeters. It's not. 1 M is regular meters. That's a common mistake. I'm going to give you a problem and I'd like you to solve it. Let's say that I have 15 meters, and I'd like you to change that 15 meters into millimeters. 15 meters changing into millimeters. Pause the video and see if you can figure it out. When you're done, unpause it and I'll show you how to solve it. All right, 15 meters changing into millimeters. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find where this meters is. N is all by itself. Well, it's all by itself, it doesn't have a partner because it's ugly. So I'm gonna put a dot right here. That's the U, my unit. Then I'm moving to millimeters. That's all the way down here, my millimeters. In order to get there, I needed to make 1, 2, 3 jumps to the right. So I'll find where the decimal is hiding. Sometimes the decimal is already in the number and you don't have to add any. But if there's no decimal in the number, you put it right at the end. I'm gonna move it 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3 to the right. So now I've got 1, 5, then I moved it 1, 2, 3 jumps, and I have to fill in the zeros there. 1, 5, 0, 0, 0. 15 meters is the same thing as 15,000 millimeters. All right, I hope that helped, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.